Yo, what is good, YouTube? It is your boy Make America Lit, back with another NBA 2K23 video. And in today's video, I'm bringing you guys another episode of budget layouts. Now, in today's episode, we're going to be doing budget layouts for defensive badges for wing players. Okay, now wing players means shooting guards and small forwards. I mean, I guess technically you can kind of sort of lump power forwards into that position, but it's mainly shooting guards and small forwards, as they tend to operate from the wing, and that's where you're going to be matching up most likely on the perimeter wing or whatever like that. So that's the badge layouts that we're going to be doing for today. Defensive badges, I'm going to have a layout for you guys with 15 defensive badges, and then I'm going to have a layout for you guys with 24 defensive badges. So let's just jump right into it right here. We have our first build. Don't mind the name two-way combo guard. Now, I did make these builds at shooting guard. You can make it at small forward, but you're gonna have to make subtle adjustments or whatever, so you can get make sure that you get the thresholds for the badges that I'm going to be running and stuff like that. But I'm gonna let you guys see what the height and the weight is and the wingspan right there. You see what the caps are. And then we're going to just jump straight into the build. We're going to skip past all of this. You see that we got 15 defensive badges right here. These are the badges that we are going to have available. And then I'm just going to skip all of this. None of this really matters. This is the only way that I can get to the build tester, so you guys can see like the badges that I'm going to run. Unfortunately, we can't just jump straight to the build tester. We have to do this. So don't even pay attention to the name and stuff like that. We're going to max out our rating so we have access to all badges. All right, now let's just jump into this. Now, for the badge layouts for 15 badges, this is what we are going to be working with. The basis for our defensive layout or whatever is going to be gold menace. Okay, now I told you guys on this channel, menace is going to be a very underrated badge this year. I think menace is hands down the #1 slept on badge, defensively, offensively, no matter what side of the ball you're talking about. It is hands down the most slept on badge. You know what this badge is going to do is going to drop the attributes when you're crowding the player and stuff like that, playing good defense, you're bumping them and stuff like that, making physical contact on the perimeter. This badge doesn't work in the paint. And in last year's game, you know, people kind of just said it was useless. I was one of those people that said it was useless. But this year, the game is slower paced. The game is slower. Everybody's not as fast. You're getting more chances of bumping and crowding the ball dribbler and stuff like that. There's no left-right cheese. There's no zippy, zany, fast, like, you know, quick first step, speed boosting animations like there was in 22 and 21 and stuff. So the game is a much more slower, realistic paced game. You're going to get way more opportunities to bump the ball handler, to crowd them, to stick your body on them. So you're going to be dropping their attributes every single time. And I can't tell you enough how good this badge is, because dropping a person's attributes by 3 points, if they have gold unpluckable with an 85 ball handle, you're essentially dropping that 85 to an 82. If you're going up against somebody with a, let's say, a 75 ball handle, you're dropping that ball handle from a 75 to a 72. If you're going against somebody with a 70 ball handle, you're essentially dropping that 70 ball handle from a 70 to a 67, which means that our next badge is going to go even crazier, because the next badge we're going to be running is silver glove. We're going to be running silver glove, we're going to be running silver clamps, and we're going to be running silver workhorse. Okay, now clamps, enough said. We already know how good clamps is. It's a staple badge on defense. If you want to play good defense, period, on a perimeter, stay in front of your man, you gotta have clamps. So we already know how good clamps is or whatever like that. No need to talk about it. If you play NBA 2K23, you know how overpowered glove and steals are in this game. So I don't really even need to talk about glove. Now, the reason why I'm running workhorse is because we're going to be running bronze interceptor. Now, I know a lot of people say bronze interceptor is trash, silver interceptor is trash, gold is your best return and stuff like that. And they might be right about that. Bronze interceptor under normal circumstances are trash. You're not going to get many steals, catches out of the, you know, air or whatever. You're not going to be snatching passes out the air with bronze interceptor. Okay, you're going to be getting a lot of tip animations and knocking the ball around and out and stuff like that. But here's the trick: you're going to throw on silver workhorse, because it's going to speed up your ability to grab those loose balls. So when you run silver gold workhorse, you're going to get those snatches out of the air with bronze interceptor. When you tip that ball, you're going to be then able to speed up and catch that ball before it goes out of bounds, before it goes to the offensive player that you're tipping the pass from and stuff like that. So that's the reason why I run workhorse on a higher level, and I even run it on a higher level than interceptor. That's the main reason, you know what I'm saying? So That's the reason why we're running Silver Workhorse. That's why we're going to be running Bronze Interceptor. Then finally, we're going to be throwing on Bronze Challenger. Now, higher levels of Challenger is obviously good. Hall of Fame Challenger is OP as hell in this game. You're going to make people's shooters a nightmare on the perimeter when you're running like Gold and Hall of Fame Challenger. But Bronze is enough to get a really good contest and disrupt players and stuff like that. So you can really get by with just Bronze as a budget badge or whatever like that. It's really good on Bronze in itself. And then our final badge that's going to tie together this entire build, and it's going to just make us just that much better, because we have a bunch of perimeter badges, but we don't have any inside badges, and that's going to be Anchor. Anchor is going to help us just get blocks. It's going to help you get chase down blocks, but more importantly, it's going to help people miss. It's going to help you protect the rim, and that's one of the biggest issues that I've seen with players that play NBA 2K23. So many guard and even wing players, they get beat on the perimeter, and then when their man tries to rim run and they're guarding that 6'7", 6'8", 6'9", shooting guard, point guard, small forward, they get scored on every single time because they have no interior defense. So you want to have high interior defense, or at least mid-tier interior defense, like a 70 or better interior defense if you want to get stops at the rim. But you also want to be running Anchor, because Anchor is going to help you get those stops at the rim. So Bronze Anchor with medium to high tier interior defense is going to get you those stops, making this build just really good on the perimeter and in the paint. You know what I'm saying? So there you have it. Moving on, we're going to be going to our next build, and this is going to be our build with 24 defensive badges. So again, excuse the name. Unfortunately, I have to go through the build in order to do all of this. So I want you guys to see the height and the weight, the wingspan really quickly. And then you guys see what the caps are, whatever like that. And these are the badges that we're going to be having available, as you can see right there on the screen. And then I'm just going to jump into the build, because like I said, none of this other stuff matters. It's just the only way that we can get to the build tester here. So we have to go through making the build again or whatever, or editing the build. And then we will go into the build tester right here. We'll put this up to 99 so we unlock all badges. And then let's go over here. Now, again, this is going to be very similar to the last build we ran. We're just going to have, you know, 1 or 2 extra badges that we can put on, and we're going to have higher levels of badges. So of course, starting off, we're going to be running Gold Menace again on this build. That's going to be the basis for all of these builds, you know, just because it's such a good build, a good badge. Gold Glove, of course, you know, we're going to be running that. Then of course, Gold Interceptor, we're definitely going to be running, because that's really good badge. We're not going to really have to worry about running Workhorse, because we will be running Gold Interceptor. Then the next badge, of course, we're going to be running Gold Clamps. Gotta throw on clamps, like I said, speaks for itself. And one of the new badges that we didn't have on the last build that we will be able to put on this build, that's going to make this build that much better, is Gold Off-Ball Pass. Now, I run Gold Off-Ball Pass on my shooter build right now that has lower defense. Obviously, once I upgrade the defense, I probably won't need to run an off-ball pass. I'll be able to put other badges on and stuff like that to make it better. But Gold Off-Ball Pass is such a low-key underrated badge. Dudes cannot cut on me. I know so many people complain about rim running in this game, but it's because a lot of those players aren't running off-ball pass. Like 9 out of 10 times, maybe 8 out of 10 times, when somebody tries to cut backdoor or they try to rim run against me without the ball or get an alley-oop or something, 8 out of 10 times, I'm stopping them, I'm bumping them, I'm cutting them off, I'm grabbing their jersey and stuff like that. I'm just basically screwing them up on any type of cuts to the basket and stuff like that. And it's because I've been running Gold Off-Ball Pass. I've tried Silver and Bronze, and it just don't hit like how Gold hits. I haven't really messed with Hall of Fame like that, because I just feel like Hall of Fame is just overkill to have 5 to 6 points just into stopping people from cutting. But if you are a lower rated defensive build and you don't have those badge points that you could put anywhere else, you only got like Bronze or Silver Glove and Bronze or Silver Challenger, Bronze or Silver Clamps, then you have extra badge points that you can put elsewhere that you can't even put on a higher level. You might as well throw that on Gold Off-Ball Pass, and ever since I've done that, I've been loving it. So definitely look out for Gold Off-Ball Pass. Very underrated badge for keeping those dudes out of the paint and stuff like that. And then we're going to move on. We're going to move on to our next badge. Hold on, I'm just looking at the list. I'm trying to see if I'm missing anything. I got Clamps, Menace. Okay, that's all our badges. And then The next badge I got is Anchor. Obviously, I already explained why we'll be running Anchor, of course. Then we have Challenger. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, we're gonna put Challenger on, and then finally, for our last badge, we have our choice between. Now this is gonna matter based on your build or whatever like that. Now, if you made this build at a shooting guard, you made your wing player a shooting guard. 9 times out of 10, you're going to be either playing shooting guard or it's going to move you to small forward. In that case, you want to go with pick dodger. Okay, in that case, you're gonna want to go with pick dodger. Now, in the case of you making a small forward, if you made a small forward, odds are you're going to either get put at the small forward position or you might get put at the power forward position. In that case, you're going to want to run rebound chaser, okay? Because that's going to make a little bit of a difference when it comes to, the badge or whatever like that. So this would be the last two badge or whatever like that, because I was supposed to put on... Damn, what was I supposed to put on? I was supposed to put on ankle braces on this build. I was supposed to put silver ankle braces. That's the one badge that I did forget to say. Just for being more of a lockdown and stuff like that, so you don't get stunned and stuff like that. But the last badge is going to either be, like I said, between pick dodger or rebound chaser. Now again, if you made a shooting guard, you're definitely going to be on the perimeter, because you're going to be either at the shooting guard or the small forward position. You can go with pick dodger on bronze. Or if you made a small forward, you're going to be at the small forward or the power forward position. I would go rebound chaser, just so that if you do get put at the power forward position, you can help your big with boxing out and getting boards and stuff like that. So there you have it. Those are my 2 defensive badge layouts for wing players. It's been your boy Make America Lit. Please be sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe for more NBA 2K23 content and badge breakdown videos. And of course, badge layout videos like this. I'm out, guys. Peace.